Yeah, good morning to all. Good morning to everybody. Good morning. Rekha Rani. Good morning. Okay. Good morning to everybody. Vashini, you are from Gidaluru. Okay. Great. I'll come to your native place. Yeah. So now, okay. So in the last class, we discussed about fruit as well as seed, some details regarding fruit and seed. In this class, I'm going to give you some details with respect to technical description of a flowering plant. So here I'm going to discuss what are the symbols that we are using for to represent various floral parts in a flower. Okay, so you can stop chat box. Now your chat box has been closed and it will be open at the end of our class. Yeah, now so today I'm first going to give you some details with respect to the flowering plant, flower of a plant. See, all the floral parts of a flower, every floral part of a flower is represented with the help of a symbol. For example, take bract. If a flower has bract, such flowers are called bracteate flowers. Now these bracteate flowers are represented with a symbol called Br. If flower lacks bract, if there is no bract for the flower, then such flowers are called ebracteate, which is represented with a symbol called EBR. So BR represents bracteate condition, EBR represents ebracteate condition. Ebracteate means there is no bract for the flower. Similarly, if flower has calyx, the calyx are represented with a symbol called K. K is the symbol for calyx. C is symbol for corolla. If the flower has perianth, for example, lily or monocots, there you don't see calyx and corolla differentiation, right? So such accessory organs are present. You can call them as perianth. Now if perianth are present, then it will be represented with P. P is the symbol for perianth. Next, for androecium, we are giving a symbol called A. So if you observe, all the parts are represented with a symbol by taking the first letter of their spelling itself as a symbol for that particular part. For example, perianth, the first letter is P, so you are using P. Corolla, C is the first letter, so you are using symbol as C. K, calyx, of course, here calyx starts with C, but you are using K here because why? Because corolla is also starting with C. So to avoid the confusion, for calyx we are using K, for corolla we are using C. Similarly, androecium A, gynoecium G. G is the symbol for gynoecium. Similarly, if a flower has superior ovary, then we have to put G and a hyphen below the G like this. Understood? A hyphen below the G that represents superior ovary. If the ovary is inferior, then we have to keep G and we have to put a hyphen above the G. Similarly, if the flower has half inferior ovary, then we have to give G and a hyphen besides the G. This is half inferior. Half inferior. Got it? Half inferior is represented by keeping G and a hyphen besides the G. So this is half inferior, this is superior, this is inferior. So this is what will be doing. Similarly, if the flower has an ruchium, like if it is containing only stamens, no corolla, no carpels, then such flower is called male flower. So in that case, it is represented with this symbol, male symbol. If the flower is unisexual female, then it will be represented with this symbol. If the flower is bisexual, then it will be represented with this symbol. You have to remember all these symbols. Okay. So of course, we are going to give much more symbols. There are so many symbols. Almost to explain these symbols itself, we are going to take 1 hour in your offline classes. Just I am giving you only basic things. Now, if the flower is actinomorphic, then we will be keeping plus symbol inside a circle. Plus symbol inside a circle. Understood? It is actinomorphic. Then if the flower is zygomorphic, then we will be keeping percentage symbol for zygomorphic. Then you may get a doubt, what is the symbol for a symmetric flower? If it is a symmetric flower, then we have to put dollar symbol. Dollar symbol for what? A symmetric flower. A symmetric flower. So this is actinomorphic or radial symmetry, zygomorphic or bilateral symmetry. A symmetric flower is dollar symbol. So these are the symbols. Next, if there is a fusion among the sepals or petals, then the digit that represent digit of that particular floral part is kept in a bracket. For example, if there are 5 sepals and all the 5 sepals are fused, then we have to write like this, K5 in the bracket. If there are 5 petals, if all the petals are fused, then we have to write C in the bracket, C5 in the bracket. Or if there are only 4, then we have to write C4 in the bracket. Understood? This is the way we have to represent. And to represent adhesion means if stamens are attached with petals. Look at the board. Say, if stamens are attached with the petals, then we have to write C, A, and we have to show a arrow mark on the top of C and A. For example, there are 5 petals and 5 stamens. These 5 stamens are attached to petals. Now this condition is called epipetalous. What is it called? Epipetalous. So epipetalous is the condition where we will be showing adhesion. For example, if stamens are attached with perianth, then we have to show the symbol like this. Now this is epiphyllous or epitapalous. Epitapalous. So this is epipetalous, this is epiphyllous. Understood? This is adhesion. Adhesion means what? If stamens is attached with petals or perianth or sepals or even with sometimes gynoecium, then it is called adhesion. Adhesion, technical definition for adhesion is if one whorl of floral leaves attached with other whorl of floral leaves. For example, stamens attached to the calyx, or stamens attached to the petals, or stamens attached to the perianth. For example, if the stamens are attached to the calyx, then how to represent K, C, A? Then we have to show a arrow mark from A to K, because here stamens are attached with sepals. Now it is called episepalous. Episepalous. Is it clear? Is it clear for all of you? So these symbols, these are very few and important symbols that we need to discuss. There are so many other symbols are also there. These are some important symbols that we need to discuss. Next, look at this diagram. Can you see this diagram? Now this diagram, it is considered to be floral diagram. Now can you see this formula at the bottom of this floral diagram? This is called floral formula. What is this? Floral formula. And what is this? This is floral diagram. That means all the details of a flower, if you represent in the form of a diagram, it is floral diagram. Similarly, all the information or details of a flower, if you represent in the form of a formula, it is floral formula. For example, take this flower. It is belonging to Brassicaceae members, that is mustard plant. Which plant? Mustard plant. In mustard plant, the flower is actinomorphic. Look at the board. Look at the board. See, there is symbol here. What kind of symbol is present here? Plus symbol. So it is it has actinomorphic flowers, bisexual flowers. K2 plus 2. Can you see here? K2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 in the sense here. Now look at here. So this is actinomorphic, bisexual. K2 plus 2. K2 plus 2 in the sense here there are 4 sepals present in 2 whorls. Now this is one whorl, this is another whorl. Next, similarly C4, that means the petals are present in one whorl. A2 plus 4, there are 6 stamens and present in 2 whorl. 2 in one whorl, 4 in one whorl. Now look at this G. There is a hyphen at the bottom of this G, isn't it? That means it represents that this gynoecium is what kind of gynoecium? It has superior ovary. And how many carpels are present? 2. Hence you are keeping 2. If it has 4 carpels, you will be writing 4. If it has many carpels, you will be writing infinity. If all the carpels are fused, what do you call that fused condition of carpels? Syncarpus. So if there is syncarpus, then we have to keep this digit inside the bracket. If it is apocarpus, say if it has no syncarpus, say if it has many carpels and all the carpels are free, we have to write like this G infinity without bracket. G infinity without bracket. Or for example, there are 5 or 10 carpels and there is no fusion. So G hyphen represents superior ovary with the 10 carpels and all the 10 carpels are free. Got it? So this is apocarpus. Same thing, if the flower has 10 carpels and all the carpels are fused, then how to write? Say G10 within the bracket. If you keep within the bracket a particular digit, that represent that this whorl of floral leaves are fused. If there is no bracket, they are free. Look at here, K2 plus 2. Is there any bracket here? No. That means all these 4 sepals are free. Look at here, all the 4 petals are free. All the 6 stamens are free. But here the 2 carpels are fused, hence you are keeping in the bracket. So this is floral diagram. Got it? Got it? So there are so many details in this floral diagram and floral formula. So just this is enough for now. Just remember that the floral diagram is one that represents all the details of a flower in the diagrammatic form. See, this is calyx. This calyx estivation you are showing here. Corolla estivation also you are showing here. Stamens arrangement, whether they are dithecous, monothecous, anthers also you are representing. And carpels, how many carpels are present you can represent. Their number of floccules you can represent. Their placentation is also can be represented. These are all the things you can show with floral diagram. In floral formula, see, you can represent whether it is actinomorphic or zygomorphic, bisexual, then number of sepals whether they are free or fused, number of petals whether they are free or fused, Number of stamens, whether they are free or fused, or if they have adhesion, that can also be represented. Number of carpels, whether they are free or fused, and position of ovary can also be represented. So this is what you can see with respect to this. Now let us see some important examples of 3 important families which were there in our NCERT book. I am not going to give every example, just I will be giving only few examples. Just try to remember few examples with respect to each family. Okay, try to remember and try to practice them, and by the time you come to the offline classes, you have to tell the scientific names of each and every plant that I am going to deliver in the today's class. Is it clear? So be careful and write down if it is possible. Look at here. Now here, this is Bengal gram. I think you are all known about this Bengal gram. Bengal gram is very common. In Telugu, I think you are aware that Bengal gram is nothing but Shanaga Pappu. In Rayalaseema district, the people call it as Shanaga Bellu, Kandi Bedalu, or Kandi Bellu. So, but here we call it as Kandi Pappu, Shanaga Pappu. It's Telugu name. So, Bengal gram is very common, and you can also call it as chickpea. Bengal gram, other name is chickpea, both are same, chickpea and Bengal gram. I am not going to give you the species name, just try to remember its genus name, that's enough. Because if you go on remembering both species and genus, it makes confusion for you. So Bengal gram, the scientific name is Cicer arietinum. What is it? Cicer arietinum. No need of remembering its scientific species name. Just remember its genus name. That is Cicer arietinum is its species name. Understood? Understood. So that is one example. And I think you are all aware about red gram. Do you know what is red gram? Red gram. Bengal gram is Shanaga Pappu, and red gram Kandi Pappu. Kandi Pappu, red gram. So its botanical name Khajanus. What is its botanical name? Khajanus, Khajanus, Khajan is the complete name. So these are all the pulses. We call them as pulses like gram, arhar, sem, mung, soya bean. These are all. I think you know about even soya bean. Soya bean is very well known. Understood? Groundnut. Do you know what is the botanical name of groundnut? Arachis. Arachis hypogaea. Arachis is the botanical name of groundnut. And indigofera. This is scientific name itself is indigofera, and there is no, of course, in English there is a common name for it. In Telugu there is no common name. For some plants you may not get common name in Telugu. So in English this indigofera itself is a botanical name. It is called as blue dye plant. Blue dye plant. Blue dye plant. Understood? Then sun hemp. Sun hemp is nothing but Crotalaria. Crotalaria is the sun hemp. Now let me tell some even their economic uses. Cicer, red gram, soya bean, this is all we are using as pulses. And apart from that, sem, mung. Do you know mung? Mung dal. That is mung. Sem, do you know? Beans. We used to prepare various kinds of curries at home. Bean. That beans is sem. Soya bean, you are very well known. Glycine max is its botanical name. Similarly, from the soya bean, we are getting edible oils. Soya bean oil, it is edible, eatable. Groundnut oil is very famous, and of course, everyone, we are almost using this groundnut, particularly in the South India. Then dye, as I said, now indigofera is the dye. From this plant, we are getting a dye called blue dye. Ujala, there are so many brands are there. So these dyes, they're all blue dyes. So this blue dye is obtained from this plant. Which plant? Indigofera. Sun hemp, that is crotalaria. This crotalaria is a source of fiber. So we are getting fiber from this plant. Similarly, there is a plant called Sesbania sesbon, Trifolium alexandrium. This is Sesbania plant, Trifolium. There are no common name for this, just you have to remember. Of course, this Sesbania in Telugu, it is called Avisha. Avisha is a Telugu name. So in English, it is called as Sesbania only. Trifolium also, it is called as, Trifolium only. These two plants are used as a fodder for cattle. Fodder. So this is another important thing. Then we also have some ornamental plants. What are they? Lupin and sweet pea. Lupin is commonly called, scientifically called lupinus is the scientific name. What is it? Lupinus is scientific name. Now this is lupin. It's ornamental plant. Sweet pea, I think you are all well known about sweet pea. It is scientifically called Lathyrus odoratus. What is it? Lathyrus. Just remember Lathyrus. Leave odoratus. Just remember Lathyrus. Then there is also a medicinal plant, that is Mulyathi. Mulyathi is a Hindi word, and its scientific name is Glycyrrhiza. So I think now you may be getting some confusion for remembering all these names, right? So there is a method to remember these names. So in your offline classes, this methodology will be taught. Once you come for the offline classes, then we'll teach you how to remember and how to practice them. So all these details, okay? If you want, just you can take the screenshot of this slide, so that I'll switch to the next slide. Take the screenshot first. Yeah. Now let us switch to the next slide. Yeah, I am now discussing about potato family, that is Solanaceae. No, I am not going to give you every detail of the each and every family, just I am giving some basic details, like only examples I am going. Solanaceae. Under Solanaceae, we have examples like brinjal. Do you know what is botanical name of tomato? Tomato is used as source of food. Brinjal is also food. Potato is also food. Tomato, it is Solanum lycopersicon. What is the botanical name? Solanum lycopersicon is the botanical name of which plant? Tomato. And brinjal, it is Solanum melangina. Solanum melangina. And potato, it is Solanum melangina. This is Solanum tuberosum. Solanum tuberosum. Solanum tuberosum is potato. And we are using chili as a source of spice, right? So the scientific name of chili is capsicum. Capsicum. So there are different species are there in capsicum. The one we use for our cooking purpose, like as a source of spice, the long chili, this chili is capsicum annuum. What is it? Capsicum annuum. There is also another capsicum which is commonly called bell pepper. I think you are all well known about this bell pepper, the larger capsicum, which we used to call it as a hybrid capsicum, right? This bell pepper. That bell pepper botanical name is Capsicum frutescens. What is it? Capsicum frutescens. The red chili that we are using as a source of spice is Capsicum annuum. Capsicum annuum. Is it clear? Now, similarly, there are also medicinal plants in this family like belladonna. Belladonna is one example. Its botanical name is not required. It is Atropa belladonna, its botanical name. Then ashwagandha, it is also very well known. It is also one of, like medicinal plant. Ashwagandha botanical name is also not required. Just for your information sake, I am giving. It is Withania somnifera. What is it? Withania somnifera. W-I-T-H-A-N-I-A. Withania somnifera. S-O-M-N-I-F-E-R-A. Somnifera. I think you are all well known about tobacco. Tobacco is the best example for fumigatory. Fumigatory. So for tobacco, its botanical name Nicotiana tabacum. Nicotiana. Just remember Nicotiana. Nicotiana is its botanical name. And petunia is a best example for ornamental plant. Petunia itself is a scientific name. Petunia alba, there is scientific name, and it is commonly also called as petunia only. So there is no general name, so just we call it as petunia only. So this is what you can see, the important plants of Solanaceae. Now, if you want to take the screenshot, you can take it. Then I'll switch to the next family and their important plants. Do it first. Yeah, so now let us go to the next family, that is Liliaceae. Yes, when it comes to the Liliaceae, we have so many examples. Tulips, it's very famous, like ornamental plants. Most very common ornamental plant is tulip. So it is grown in our kitchen gardens. Even if you go to any botanical gardens, like you can find these tulips. Tulipa is its botanical name, not required. No need of remembering its botanical name. Gloriosa is another important, ornamental plant. Just remember Gloriosa only. Then aloe, I think you are all well known about aloe. Aloe is belonging to Liliaceae. So aloe vera, you are all known. So this aloe is another example belonging to Liliaceae. Then asparagus, this is asparagus. Asparagus is another important example that is used as a vegetable. Then most important example, Colchicum autumnale. Colchicum autumnale. So this Colchicum autumnale, from this we are getting a chemical mutagen called colchicine. So it is a chemical mutagen. Mutagen means it is a chemical that causes mutations. So you are going to know much more details about this Colchicum autumnale in your +1 syllabus as well as in +2 syllabus. In +1 syllabus, under cell cycle cell division, we are going to discuss about this. In +2 syllabus, under mutations chapter, you are going to discuss this. Okay. Now don't worry about this. Just remember, colchicine is a chemical mutagen obtained from Colchicum autumnale. So this you need to remember. Is it clear? Yeah. Take the screenshot if you want. Okay, next. Yeah, that's enough. So this is about various botanical names of different scientific plants. Now, yeah, with this almost this morphology is completed. After this, tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we'll go with histology and anatomy, or anatomy of flowering plants. Just I'll be giving basic details of what is a tissue, different types of tissues present in the plant, and their organization. So that I'm going to give you in the next class. Okay. So now with this, I'll open your chat box. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Yeah, chat box is already open, so you can now ask your doubts. You can ask. I'm waiting for your queries. Any doubts? Any doubts? What is the scientific name of Sesbania? Sesbania itself is a scientific name. Okay? Sesbania itself is scientific name. Who is this Veena? Try to keep your concentration on our discussion. Asparagus itself is a scientific name. Uchila. Fabaceae is known as leguminous. Yes, you are right. New edition of NCERT out. Yes, NCERT new edition has come in the market. You can now go for purchasing it. So what do you mean by whorls? Whorls means circles. Circles. Okay. First whorl, calyx. Second whorl, corolla. Third whorl, androecium. Fourth whorl, gynoecium. That is the whorl. Whorl means circle. Yeah. Asparagus. Asparagus itself is a botanical name. Itachi. Asparagus name itself is a botanical name. Aloe vera itself is a botanical name. Okay. So tomato, other specific name? No. Tomato Lycopessicon esculentum is the previous name, but now this tomato plant is called Solanum lycopessicon. Solanum lycopessicon. So as per the current nomenclature we have to follow. Now the present name of tomato plant is Solanum lycopessicon. Aloe vera. Aloe itself is a scientific name. Who is that? Kurra Anuradha. Yeah, sir, in floral formula, instead of K2 plus 2, why we cannot write K4? Yes, good question. Lasya, let me tell. K2 plus 2 is given because their sepals are present in two whorls. If they are present in two whorls, two circles, then it is represented as 2 plus 2. If it is present in one whorl, then we will be writing only just K4. Got it? Yeah. Can you show the coverage of NCERT latest edition? Now I am not having that latest edition PDF with me. It takes some time to get the PDF because PDF is not yet released by the NCERT board. So, but it is available. You check just 26-27 edition. Check it and take. And at the same time, you also try to purchase both NCERT and AP state book. Both you have to purchase. Remember, AP state book also you have to purchase. So can you show the, yeah, again you are asking the same question. Okay, next. Thank you, Chalapati Kiranya. Chalapati Korra. Yes, Kiranya. Your name is Kiranya. I still remember. Okay, that's great. Botanical name of rose. Okay. So rose, it's a Rosaceae member. Of course, you don't need to remember many botanical names that makes you to have some confusion. So try to avoid unnecessary botanical name. Just remember only those botanical names that I have given in the classroom. Pisum sativum comes under Fabaceae and it is P. You are going to know about this plant in first year as well as in second year. When are these classes going to end? That I am not aware. Just ask your administrators, like just contact with your dean or principal or any vice principal. They will tell you. So when these classes will be ended and when are you going to have your offline classes? Tulip. What is tulip? Tulip is an ornamental plant. Tulipa is its botanical name. Okay. Next. Thank you. Thank you to all. Any more doubts? Any more doubts? Where we have to buy NCERT books? It is available in bookstalls, but before buying, check the edition. Check it and take. And sometimes these booksellers, they will also do frauds. How? Just they change only the coverage page, like coverage in the sense like the edition page, and they keep the old edition itself. Okay, just only that edition year mentioned page only they remove and keep it the new one, and that will be attached to the old edition. So you have to be very careful while taking. Okay. Next, what about tulip? Tulip is an ornamental plant belonging to Liliaceae. Leguminous means fixation of nitrogen. Lasya, you are absolutely correct. So you know much more details about botany than me. So good. So good. That reflects your enthusiasm and interest towards botany. Keep the same tempo. You come to the offline classes, then you will be knowing much more details about what your present botanical knowledge. Okay, next, let us go to the next one. What are you asking? Peppered mouth. Oh, what do you mean by peppered mouth, man? Calvin Joshua. What is mean by colchicine? Colchicine is a chemical mutagen. Babu Reddy. Chemical mutagen that creates mutations. We need to buy books from outside or college. Even in college they will give, but they take some time to supply the books in college. Is there any botanical name for all plants? Any botanical name for all plants? I am not getting what you are asking. Plants, what do you mean by plant? Plants or plants? Every plant will have a botanical name. Every plant will have a botanical name. Remember, why is the scientific name is changed? Because the new you are asking about tomato, Sri Divya, right? Yes, as per the new nomenclatural system, this plant characters are more closer to Solanum genus. That's why it is included under the genus Solanum, and its earlier genus name, that is Lycopessica, now made into species. Okay. Yes, Kavita, you are asking the same question. Listen to me carefully. You can buy it either outside in the college, but in the college they take more time to supply the books because almost more than 1500 students will be there here. So they take much more time. That's why it is better buy it from the outside. But check before buying whether you are buying the new edition or old edition, and also buy even AP state books. And tomorrow I will tell you one more important thing regarding this NCERT books. What you have to do before coming to the college, I'll tell you. Okay, just buy it first, then I'll tell you what we have to do with these books. Okay, before coming to the offline classes. What is the use of botanical name of plants? Oh, Lashanand. See, in the our first classes itself we discussed about this use of botanical names. Botanical name is a universal name, like you can use this name anywhere throughout the world so that anybody throughout the world can reach. If you express the name of a particular plant with its scientific name, so it is easy for communication, because the local names make so much of confusion. They differ from area to area. Say for example, chili. The chili is an English name, but in Hindi it is called mirchi. In Telugu it is called mirapa. So if you go to a remote village of Andhra Pradesh and ask them about chili or mirchi, they cannot recognize. But if you ask a literate like botanical person, they may identify. But if you tell a African name of that particular plant, Even I am a botanist, I cannot identify, but if you tell the scientific name of that particular plant to me, then it is possible for recognition, and also I can tell them that where that plant is available and what are the characters available, everything. Okay, so it has lot of importance. You'll be knowing in the living world chapter. Yeah, next. Any more? Okay then. So I will close this session with this, and we'll meet again tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Thank you all.